gonna get the, before you know, he gonna be out of here. You're going, brother. We're gonna be delivered. Go on, brother.
Revelation 6 verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red. And power was given to him that sat thereon.
And power was given to him that sat thereon. Give me Job 9:24 real quick, brother, for sure. It says power was given unto him, the horse, the red horse, which the word horse means power. Okay, that's why you have the term horsepower on your cars. Go on, brother.
That Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Right, so the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. The Lord gave the earth or the power to control the earth unto the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked? All you got to do is read Malachi 1 and 4 and you will figure that out for yourself. Malachi 1 and 4 tells you that Esau be the border of wickedness. And we know who Esau is according to the Bible. Okay? And Esau is the so-called European today. And what we're going to start doing is we're going to start bringing out the name Esau, man, so you so-called Europeans know that you're Esau, because you need to know who you are as well. Okay? But what you got to understand is your power was given from you on high. You didn't just wake up out of the Caucasus Mountains and just woke up one moment and said, well, we're going to rule the planet today. No, the Lord gave you the mentality, okay, and the inner ability to run this whole entire planet. Let's get that straight. Okay, go on, sir.
Sirach chapter 10 verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Hey, read that one more time, brother. Beautiful.
Sirach 10 verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
The power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord. Go on, brother.
And in due time you will set over it one that is profitable.
And in due time he will set one over it, one that is profitable. Okay? And so being that the Lord is going to do that, guess what? Hey, the Lord is already doing that right now through us. Because before we get rulership of this planet, the Lord has to restore the house of David. Okay? Which was fallen. But that house is being restored. When you look at all of those camps around the world, you know, you got brothers from around the world that are waking up, whatever consecutive tribe they may be from or whatever they may be at. Hey, that's the house of David being revived again. And that house of David is going to come over and run this whole entire planet all over again. Okay, we're going to be the profitable ones to rule this planet. And the way we're going to run this planet is going to be under the laws of the Heavenly Father. And all you other nations are going to be under that jurisdiction. You're going to follow the laws. You're going to keep the commandments. And if you don't keep the commandments, guess what? You're going to have droughts and all of that, man. We're going to jack you up. Because we're going to make sure that nature on earth is going to be 100% perfect. And if you're doing anything contrary to the manuscript of the earth, then we're going to have to deal with you on that, man. Go on, brother.
In the hand of the Most High is the prosperity of man.
And in the hands of the Most High, giveth prosperity to man. So even if when it comes to wealth-wise or positions of life, that's given unto the Heavenly Father. If it's your time to be rich, hey, the Lord is going to grant you that wish. If it's time for you to be poor, the Lord is going to pretty much bring that into fruition for you. Okay, right about now. It's like right now, we're in a Lord's predicament. The reason why this is because the Lord is set to discipline us for what we have done wrong. But that's only for a temporal moment of time. You know, we're not going to be in the slums no more. We ain't going to be dwelling in the slum villages no more. Okay? Matter of fact, brother, give me, I'm going to go back to Daniel 2nd chapter. We're going to cover this Revelation. All right, okay.
Revelation 6 verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon. Yeah, so the Lord gave this red horse the power, which the red horse symbolizes the rulership of the so-called white man. Okay, which the word horse is synonymous with power. It means power. All right? That's what a horse means. A horse is a symbolizing of power. So if you have like horses around you, like in the ancient world, people that was kind of prominent or rich, they used to ride horses. While the poor man didn't ride no horses. He didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had the carriages. Come on. And the woman would be in the woman want to get with a man that has a carriage, so But that's like your car in the ancient world.
Right.
So you know, you didn't have a car, you had the carriage.
Yep.
You have your women in there. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the horses, you got a man, you got the servant, which, you know, the whip. And you'd be in the carriage with your wife and everything. That was like your car, you had your own person.
Yeah.
You know, the rich people that live in the hotels, they can hire like a taxi driver.
Yeah.
And the taxi man would drive the car and you be in the car with your woman. That's like an ancient taxi driver. You was that rich, you could hire men to drive it for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't ride it yourself, you had other, so you know, so naturally a woman would want to get with a man like that, not the guy that don't have a horse.
Hey, and that's a man, and that's a beautiful point, because you know that's what it is, right? Even yet still to this day, if you wanted to buy an actual horse today, okay, a really good looking horse, or a healthy looking horse, should I say? Man, them bad boys is like 100,000, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like 300,000. It's equivalent to that of, it's expensive. It's equivalent to that buying of a Lamborghini. You see, it's the same thing. So even that still stands right now. But yeah, go on, bro. You got it.
It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Hey, power was given unto him to take peace from the earth. And that's exactly what these higher up bankers have done out of the nation of Esau. Okay? You Edomites out there that call yourselves Europeans, Caucasians, the Most High put you in power to show us a lesson and also to fulfill his word. Because the Bible prophesied that your people would take power away from the earth. And that you have done. Perfectly well. Go on.
And that they should kill one another.
And that they shall kill one another. That's what you let me slow down a little bit. That's what this whole Russia and US thing is all about. Okay, and even on a law level where you're gonna have the government, they're gonna declare an emergency or martial law, which they've already written laws based on how they've declared the people of they've already declared the citizens of the world as enemy combatants. Okay, so what the so-called white man's gonna do, he's gonna take nothing but peace from the earth amongst the people, even his own. Go on, brother, be that point.
To take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another.
So that they kill one another.
And there was given unto him a great sword.
And there was given unto him a great sword. And that great sword was given unto him going all the way back to when you read Genesis chapter 25, where it speaks about the blessing of Esau, how he shall live by the sword. And there's an old saying that goes, you live by the sword, you shall die by the sword. Okay, and it tells you that in Revelation 13, it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So the Lord gave him the sword to destroy his own damn self. Okay, lastly, or at first, destroy his own kind. And even certain ones of our people too. Because they're going to get destroyed as well. Why? Because they don't want to hearken unto the men of the Lord. That's why. Go on, brother.
Verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
And here we are right here. I want to go all the way back to the article. To this one. Just bear with us 1 minute. Just 1 minute. There we go, right here. What was it was Express News, right?
Sorry?
It was Express News. That's the right thing. Yeah, so it says, Syriza leader, Mr. Cyprus 42 is facing pressure from the European Central Bank and senior figures in the European Union that he is capable of turning the country's capital markets to profit while keeping his commitment on 86 billion in loans. The Greek financial chief says that there will be a 2.7% GDP growth for 2017, while the European Commissions have put it currently at negative 0.3%. Let's see. Just bear with us 1 minute. You know what, I want to read this as well. My phone's about to go out. Yeah, hurry up right here. It says, the Pro-Business Association reiterated the most significant reforms that can occur in 2017 is for Greek leadership. And the electorate is also reading from the scale of the migrant crisis, which has caused protests over the lack of intervention by EU leaders. So you have immigration problems as well as. Not only is Greece super poor right now, but you also have an influx of immigrants coming into these different areas. Why? Because their country has been jacked up by some westernized government somewhere. Had their countries have not been jacked up, they wouldn't have a reasoning to go into another country. Showing that this whole empire is just kaput. It's all confusion and it's just drama. That's what confusion brings, drama. And that's what you have going on today. And that's why you have a large amount of protesters rising up in that country too, such as Greece, because their whole issue is that why are we having these different people come in our country like this? You see? That's the drama it brings. So it says, last month, German Chancellor Angela Merkel and Mr. Cyprus are reported to have had difficult talks over the issues of migration. Greece is struggling to cope with the cost of 60,000 settlers, refugees, and tens of thousands more people who have been using boats to travel to the country from Middle East and Africa. So you got people from Africa and the Middle East intervening in Greece by the masses. They're on boats, any form of vehicle that they're on to go into Greece. And it's hindering the people that live in Greece. So the Lord is breaking this whole thing apart, man. The Lord is using Esau, this Edomite, to break everything apart. Because see, when you destroy a country, right? When you economically degrade a country, what tends to happen? People tend to suffer and people tend to go elsewhere to find peace or to find a better living, as they say. That's what's going on. But had everything had went well or balanced economically in this civilization, you wouldn't have no problems going on in this world today. You wouldn't have these issues. Showing you that the so-called white man, which I'm going to start using the term Esau, because that's exactly who they are. They don't even know what they're doing. They're running the earth and they're destroying the earth and they're also destroying the orders of how things are supposed to work. They're even going as far as destroying the ecosystem. That's why you got crabs and lobsters you can consume. You got shrimp. Okay, in certain other countries you got other animals you can eat, which is prohibited for you to eat. Okay, and if you basically, like for example, you throw the crab and the lobster and the shrimp and all of these different crayfishes under the sea, their purpose is to clean all of the shit underneath the earth, under the surface. That's what they're created for. So if you take all of those creatures from beneath the ocean, what you're gonna have? You're gonna have a shit-filled ocean. You're gonna have an ocean that's filled with crap. That's what you're gonna have. But these mother effers, they don't even know about the earth they live on. They live on this earth and they don't know how it works. And that's why we gotta rise up. That's why the Heavenly Father has to raise us up in power, because we know how this earth is governed. We know what the frick we're doing. These other people don't have no clue what the fuck they're doing. Excuse my language. And also you got the dumb ones of our people that are eating these foods as well. You got these gooks over there in Japan that's eating freaking frogs. Frog meat. When the frogs take care of the pests, the frogs take care of the insects and rats. Go on, bro.
Ecclesiastes 3 verse 18. I said in mine heart concerning the estates of the sons of men,
Come on.
that the Most High might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Yeah.
For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts, even one thing befalleth them. As the one dieth, so dieth the other.
Right. That's the order, man. That's the order, because ultimately all of us are beasts. Okay, but when you eat certain creatures like I was going into, right? What you're doing is you're intervening with the ecosystem. Okay, and the way that nature works, when you fuck up one thing, the whole thing gets all jacked up. Read that verse again, brother. Fuck up the shot.
And I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Yeah, because I mean, what do beasts do? Beasts consume food. Beasts consume, especially meat. For example, like we can consume meat. Okay, we can consume other foods as well. Yeah, you going to go, bro. You going to.
If you understand beasts go by instinct. They don't go back to wisdom and knowledge. They don't go back to Proverbs or Ecclesiastes told me to do this, so this one's supposed to be. You don't see a lion saying, let me go to Isaiah. A lion doesn't do that. No, he just goes by the way he's instinctively been created to do. And that's what these other nations do. They just go according to the flesh. They just go according to the word flesh. When you look it up, it means your animal instinct. The people are beasts, man. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, we were like beasts. That's what I said. If I can get it real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go on.
This is Acts chapter 10, verse.
I tell you what, bro, before you get that, because there was a point that you read, and it's now on my mind now. If you can go back to that point, and you can get what you said.
Verse 19, for that which befalleth the sons of men.
Because the term was the sons of men. Because you got three type of nations. Okay, you got the sons of the wicked, which is the so-called Europeans. Okay, and you got the sons of men, which are just the actual other nations, and you got the sons of the righteous, which is us. Okay, so the sons of men are going to be, they can acknowledge what? Go on, brother.
For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts.
Yeah, read that again.
For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts.
Befalleth beasts. Because that, like the brother was going into, a beast just rose up in instincts, okay, to survive. That's all they're dealing with. They're not dealing with knowledge and understanding. They're just basically just doing it as they please. Like, for example, you have this quote from Aleister Crowley, do as thou wilt. That's a beast-like mentality, okay? But that's what these sons of men do, meaning the other nations, they do that. And if something seems, if something seems to be like food or to be eaten, that's what they're gonna go and eat. Not understanding that if you eat these creatures, or if you eat these foods to go against the Bible, you're gonna go against yourself. They're just doing everything based on how they feel. But yeah, you can go get that person.
Yeah. It says Acts chapter 10, verse 10. And he became very hungry and would have eaten.
Yeah.
But while they made ready, he fell into a trance, and saw heaven opened, and a certain vessel descended unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners and let down to the earth.
Yeah, because
there's a vision that Peter saw, and he saw in his vision, his trance he was in, he saw a sheet knitted to the four corners. And if you know anything about Israel. Let me get it real quick. Yeah, so it says Matthew chapter 12, verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So the sheet there at the four corners showed Israel dispersed to the four corners. Back in Acts chapter 10, middle of verse 11, as it had been a great sheet near the four corners and let down to the earth, wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. And there came a voice to him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean.
And I don't mean to cut you too, brother, because you got these dumbass Christians, they'll read that and think, oh, okay, all of a sudden now I can eat pork, I can eat all different types of animals, because it says that, but this is a parable. You have to interpret it. Go on, brother.
Right, because it says, wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. Right, all these things we can't eat that, because these are unclean. That's contrary to the laws and commandments. So obviously it had a deeper meaning. So it said, verse 15, and the voice spake unto him again the second time, what the Most High have cleansed, that called not thou common. Alright, so now, real quick, this is, it's John 15, right? Yeah. This is John, John chapter 15, verse 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Right, so it says, and the voice spake unto him again the second time, what the Most High have cleansed, that call not thou common. Showing you that all the Israelites scattered to the four corners, they were living a beastly manner of way of life.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? They wasn't going according to the law. They were without the law. You know, that's why they were being called Gentiles. They were being called heathens. Okay, they were being called aliens. Okay, because they were without the law. Jews living in the land of Israel looked to them as being outcasts, as though they're not even being Israelites. So if they're not Israelites, what were they? They were being looked at as being you're without the law. You're unholy. You're profane. You're a heathen. Okay, and the Most High looked at these other Israelites that were scattered as being beasts, right? Because they were living according to the other nations, man. Okay, but then it said, and the Lord said, kill and eat, right? Then Peter said, I can't eat that. I can't, because he actually saw beasts and animals and four-footed beasts. He actually saw these unclean animals. So he knew that he couldn't eat that, but there was a deeper meaning to it. It said, verse 16, and this was done thrice, and the vessel was received up again into heaven. Now while Peter doubted himself what this vision which he had seen should mean, behold, the men which were sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house and stood before the gate. So this vision had a meaning the beasts are talking about Israelite foreigners living a beastly way of life. So going back into what the brother was talking about, these other nations, basically they're just like beasts, man. You know, they're just doing what they want to do. You know, living according to the flesh. And that's what the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, were doing. Living according to the flesh.
Because they were influenced by the cultures of these other nations of people. You know what I mean? And that's why when the brother just read that scripture, I don't know, you know what chapter it is, if you can quote the chapter, brother. You know the one where it says that they may be magnified, that the sons of men are beasts.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, just read it one more time so we can get the gist. That's a prime example of what we're dealing with as a current, you know. Temporarily, then we're gonna go back to what is it, Daniel's the 2nd chapter. So to speak. Actually, you know, we're already done with that, basically. I wanna read another article next.
Ecclesiastes Verse 18.
Yeah.
And I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, and the Most High might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Right, that they may see that they themselves are beasts, and this is referring to the sons of men, which includes the so-called white man, the Arabs, okay, the East Africans, the South Africans, and all of those different Arabic nations that are in the midst, so to speak, man. And you got I know there's quite more nations that I'm forgetting about, but they're the sons of men, okay. But the sons of the wicked is the so-called white man, basically. All right. That's just the whole thing, and that they may know that they're beasts, because what we was also, like, what we was going into